Hello, everyone. My name is Angela Jones. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I work at FedEx and have been employed here for 26 to 27 years. And I chose sterile processing because I want to take care of patients, but in a more behind the scenes setting. Glad I chose SPD, and I hope everyone is as excited as I am on this new journey. First, I would like to apologize on how I'm going to present my cards because I have to do it on my phone. I'm out of town and I left my cards at home. So I hope you can see them, and I'll do the best I can on showing you the pictures as well as giving the answers to the questions that are on the cards. Thank you. Here's one of the instruments that came out of the box, and from looking at my assignments, I learned that this is an Army Navy. And I learned that this part is the Army side, the longer part, and this side is the Navy part, the shorter end. That was very clever. I also learned that this is a retractor, and I believe this is used for abdominal surgery or maybe heart surgery. And it is called the Diva Retractor 2-inch. Now, this is a unique tool. It is called Instrument Stringer. Not very sure on how to use this or where this would be used for, but by reading the name of what it is, I can see this being something that you would put your instruments on to maybe get a better feel of what the instrument's going to go and keep them steady and in place once you want to pass them over to the surgeon. And these are Russian tissue forceps, 6-inch. And it's exactly how the name is. It has teeth in there. So I know it has something to do with grasping tissue and maybe getting them out of the way as far as where a bone is, and you want to get those out of the way of the bone and to do the surgery on that bone or to maneuver that tissue. And it could be used for, let's say, knee surgery, something small because it's a small forceps, small area. This is a Alice tissue forceps, and I believe it could be used in the same manner as the Russian tissue forceps. And from what I watched on the different videos, it also plays a role in holding the towels together when you're sectioning off where the surgeon is going to do this surgery. And it has the opening, so it has to have those towels in place. So they use these to hold the towels in place. And these are Alice tissue forceps, 6.25-inch. And these are the Mayo Hagel needle holder. These are used when you're doing like sewing up a wound, uh, sewing up after surgery, after they cut you and they sewing up at the end of the surgery, and they're holding a needle, pulling the needle through. and it has those little grooves on the teeth of it, so it can hold those needles in order to pull those needles through. This is one of the picture cards. And what is the name of the instrument? I believe it's a retractor. And when I switched it over, it said it was a Z tractor, retractor. I apologize. It said, what procedure is this instrument used for? Wasn't quite sure, but it has to be to hold muscle back, um, tissue back, so it can get to the area the doctor needs to get to. And the answer is commonly used in total knee arthroplasty. And wow, didn't know that. So that's something new. Second instrument. Now this instrument has some teeth on the end of it, but they're blunt, they're not sharp. So it says, what is the name of this instrument? And I said, blunt tooth retractor. The answer is actually sin retractor. And this is used for holding delicate veins and tissue back so it doesn't have that rough end on it, so it won't puncture like the tissue or the vein that they're trying to retract back in order to do the surgery they're trying to do. The third instrument, it says, what's the name of the instrument? And I believe it's a retractor, not really sure which one, but the answer is rag nail retractor. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It said, what procedure is the instrument used on? And I believe it retracts small areas. And the answer is used in small orthopedic procedures for retracting. Yeah, because it's pretty small on each end. And it's not tooth, it's more smooth on each end. This kind of reminds me of a dentist tool when he's using to clean your teeth. And it asks, what's the name of the instrument? And it looks like the last one we just saw, which was the Ragnar retractor, but it's smaller on each end. They're like thinner on each end. The other one was a little bigger. And the actual name of it is the Ragnar retractor. And it says, what type of procedure is this used for? I figured it was somewhere smaller than the one we saw before because of each end is a little smaller. So it's more for a delicate vein, uh, things of that nature. And it's actually used on hand, and I figured it was a hand or foot surgery. I hope you enjoy my video as I embark on this journey of learning that this new and amazing chapter of my life of becoming a sterile processor and learning the tools and instruments needed to accomplish this task makes me realize how important I will be when I do start my career. And I hope that everyone benefits this as well as I will, and we become a beneficial team member and keeping our patients safe and healthy. Have a good morning and a good day. Thank you for watching my video. Again, my name is Angela Jones, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.